Alright guys, here's the review of the Heimdallr SKX Homage. So I picked this up on AliExpress. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to pick one up. So this is the box it comes in. It's actually quite nice. Nothing flash, but protects the watch well, does the job. This is the watch itself, obviously. Put that to one side for a second and just quickly show you what else you get in the box. So if I can get this out. And then under here we actually have some bits and pieces. So got the warranty card, which is actually stamped and dated, which is good. Don't always get that. And then we actually get a nice spring bar removal tool. They're always handy to have. And then you've got the links that I've taken out. And as you can see, they're all individual links, which is always good. And also, there was something else. It also came with a link removal tool, which is always handy to have. But I've not used that one because I had quite a few already. But as for the watch itself, here it is. And I do really like this one. It does actually come with a few different dial options. So obviously I've got the orange one. You can get it in yellow, blue, black and green, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But I'll leave pictures on screen now to show you. And I'll also, like I say, link down in the description. Obviously that is an affiliate link, so if you do use it I will be getting a bit of commission, but you don't pay any more as always. So, seeing as we're speaking of that dial, let's get a zoom in on it. See it in a bit more detail. So as you can see, it is a really nice sunburst orange. The reason I went with the orange one, I just haven't got anything like this in my collection at the moment. So I thought it was something a little bit different, and it really does pop. Really do like it. So as you can see as well, the dial is fully printed, nothing applied. So we've got the Heimdallr logo at the top, the shark, below the 12. Then we've got automatic divers, and that does actually say 200 meters under there. And then with the indices, they're also just painted on, not applied. But it does actually still have good lume. I'll show you that a bit later on. And then obviously we've got the day-date complication at the 3. So seeing as we're speaking of that complication, I'll quickly zoom out and show you that in action. So got a screw down crown. Pops out, then pull it to the first position, and then we can change the date, turn it the other way, change the day, obviously pull it out again, second hand stops, so we've got hacking, that's because this is an age 36, and then push it back in and obviously going again. So no issues with that. With it being in an H36, you know it's going to be rock solid, no issues at all. I do wish that crown was signed. Unfortunately, as you can see, it isn't. But we've got nice crown guards there. Can be a little bit awkward to screw in, screw out, because they do slightly stick out at the bottom. But if you get the knack of it and tend to do it from the top more, you're not really going to have an issue. But just something to bear in mind. As you can see with the rest of the case, got a nice polished side, a little bit of fingerprint smudge, sorry about that. And then transition into brushed on the top. And then carries on with the bracelet as well, which is nice. Integrated well. So we've got brushed, then it's polished, then brushed again. Does look good. Really nice bracelet as well, really comfortable. But you expect that with this kind of style of bracelet. As for the buckle, this was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting this. It does actually have the Heimdallr stamped onto it. Etched onto it. You don't always get that with these AliExpress watches. Then we've got the usual double pushers, fold over, but we have got a milled clasp, which is always nice. Oh, actually, while we've got that open up, I'll quickly show you around the back as well. So, as you can see, we have got solid end links on that. And then, going over the text on the back, we've got sapphire crystal, automatic movement, all stainless steel, water resistant, 200 meters. And then we've got the Heimdallr and the Heimdallr shark in the centre. Nicely done. Mine's picked up a few scratches because I've been wearing it for a bit. But other than that, holding up well. So as for the rest of that bracelet, we have actually got push pins, as you can tell from the little removal tool we had in the box. But we have actually got a bit of micro just there as well, which is nice. No diver's extension, but not really a big deal. Everything's solid. Same with the end links. No issues with them either. Integrated nicely as well. Not too high, not too low. Just nice and flush. So overall, the quality of the bracelet I'm really impressed with. And the watch on a whole as well, actually. But as for this bezel, this is one thing I'm a little... Well, I'll let you see. As you can see, it's nicely aligned. Tiniest bit of movement, but not really anything noticeable, to be honest. As for the actual mechanism itself, it doesn't sound great. Sounds a little bit ratchety. Like I say, lines up nicely. Not really any movement on it, but it just doesn't sound great. Not really a deal breaker, but again, something to bear in mind. And as you can see, we've got the Lume pip up there at the 12 as well. And it is a ceramic bezel insert too. So let's go on to the dimensions. Starting with the thickness, in fact, before I do that, if I just show you this, in fact, if I zoom in, you probably see it better. If you can just see that, the bezel does actually sit slightly higher than the crystal, which is a little bit odd, but I guess it protects it. But then you've got to worry about the bezel getting damaged. So a little bit strange, I've not seen that before. But that does affect the measurements on this. So when I'm doing this thickness, it's going to be going probably from the bezel rather than the crystal. So it's going to add on a couple of mil, I think. So it's coming up at 13.6. But like I say, you could probably take a mil or two off that. As for the rest of the measurements, got a diameter of 42 mil, lug to lug of 22 mil. So we've got a lug to lug of 46, but these end links are slightly protruding, so if we take them into account, it's more like 49. So again, still slim, nothing to worry about, but just something to bear in mind. So now let's test whether we got sapphire crystal on this. Using the trusty Diamond Selector 2. So as you can see, yep, we have got sapphire crystal. So now the bit you've probably been waiting for, let's check out that lume. And as you can see, that's looking pretty damn good already. But I will give it a quick blast with the UV torch just to see if we can get it any better. So the lume on this is actually C3. So it's not a cheap Chinese lume. And there we go. So really nice lume on this, really good. Even the lume pip at the top is nice. Not duller than the rest, same kind of level. So overall, cracking lume on this watch. I definitely recommend getting this if you need a good dive watch. Because between the 200 meters water resistance, screw down crown, great lume, it's a great watch. And it stays at this level pretty much the whole time. No issues whatsoever. As you can see, perfectly applied, evenly applied. You've not got any indices or anything fading quicker than others. So again, cracking lume. So all that's left to do now is show it you on wrist. So this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. And like I say, I really do like this one. Fits beautifully with those curved lugs and that compact lug to lug. And that bracelet as well. conforms to wrist nicely. Just overall a really nice package. And I just love that orange dial as well. Just the way it catches the light is just beautiful. Really pops. With some of the other colourways, especially the yellow one, I don't think it's a very good option. Because with the colour of the indices on this, they're slightly yellow already. With that yellow dial, they kind of get lost, I think. Obviously the other colour options are great, but I'd avoid that one if you are going to pick one up. And again, if you do, like I say, link down in the description. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.